Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome for another Pokemon battle. This time, I have things a little bit different for you all. Instead of a battle spot battle or a battle from a Wi-Fi stream or something similar to that, this battle was recorded when I was at Not PAX. During the period of PAX East, I couldn't really afford to travel all the way to Boston and be with all the cool people on YouTube. So I decided to look around online for conventions I could actually go to make me feel better and actually get out and socialize with other people. And I happened to find one that was actually in Buffalo that same weekend. So I decided to just go Saturday over to the con and see what was up. One of the things I did there was pretty much a Pokemon Battle League. They've been doing these at quite a few conventions. I think even PAX East had one. For those of you who are not aware of how it works though, basically the trainers all meet up and you have to have a set team for all the battles you're in. And you go around the convention area looking for quote-unquote gym leaders to battle. You battle them, you defeat them, you get a badge. And in theory, if you got all 8 badges, you would be able to be in a tournament the next day. First with the 4 Elite Four members. And then, out of all the people who were left, a tournament to decide who was the champion amongst everyone. Now, I will show you guys one of those battles later on, but today is a battle I had while waiting in line to fight one of these gym leaders. And it was a fairly close battle. I mean, both sides probably could play a little less reckless, but it was a fun battle for all, and that alone qualifies it as one that I should share with you guys. Since I used the same Pokemon that I would be forced to use for most of the gym challenges, minus like 4 substitutes, I decided to go with a team of tried and true Pokemon, GA Senpai being pretty much the Pokemon I've relied the most on in all this time battling. And since she's in the party, she's going to be leading things off. This is going to be a typical fake out the first turn, see what to do next turn. Though my opponent reveals to be the Charizard X and not the Charizard Y, so my initial plan of going for the Stone Edge could be a bit of a problem. Thankfully I am able to outspeed no problem and get that Stone Edge off, and does almost enough to take out surprisingly. And my opponent goes for a Fly, which actually works out to my advantage. I was actually shocked to see Fly, because this very thing could happen, just swap out my fighting type and go into a wall. What even I forget, even though I probably shouldn't have, and no one will believe that I actually forgot, my Umbreon has Rocky Helmet, so that Charizard goes down pretty much to itself. And I have a full-fledged Umbreon on here. Good thing I'm gonna waste it by leaving it in, thinking, oh derp, I'm Umbreon, I'm a Super Wall, I can totally take a close combat from a frickin' Lucario. On the bright side, it's not like I really needed Umbreon. Sure, it would have probably been useful to have him later on in the battle, but pretty much any Pokemon that Umbreon would be needed to cover, I could cover with another Pokemon. Like Charizard here. This good old Charizard Y here doesn't even need that special defense drop to one-shot a Lucario with a flamethrower, especially with the sun out on my side. And my opponent probably realizes this, and decides to go for extreme speed. Probably not willing to risk bringing in another Pokemon that could not take the hit any better. And I suppose any sort of damage you can get off is good, especially if you don't know if the Charizard has roost or not. With the Lucario down and my sun only beginning, I am feeling pretty high and mighty, I will admit. So when this Gardevoir comes in, I don't wise up and swap out. Even though I have seen Gardevoirs with the Thunderbolt before, I for some reason did not think at the time that the Thunderbolt would be an issue. Or maybe I was thinking like, hey, I'll one-shot this gal even if there is a threat from it. But nope, I end up being the one getting one shot. That is what I get for getting full of myself. Unlike the move I'm about to make, which will seem a bit odd that I don't just go straight for the Aqua Jet. Remember, Swimmer Speed is choice banded, and the sun is still strong, so I didn't want to be choice banded to a move that was weakened by the sun. Unfortunately, missing that play rough kind of foils the plan, so I end up swapping out anyways. So if I went for the Aqua Jet in the first place, I would be in this exact situation, minus the health I lost on Swimmer Speed. So judge for yourself which was a better call. At the time, the latter seemed like the better choice, but nah. Why does Play Rough have that 10% chance to miss anyways? Legit question, I mean it's just a move where you charge at the foe, and the majority of those moves are like 100% accuracy. Play Rough, I guess it's the strongest fairy type move, at least the strongest fairy move that's physical, but it's not the strongest move in general even, so I don't get that missing thing. Not that Luck is done getting his revenge for me abusing it though. Here I am in Yang, getting my Calm Minds up, going tee. I'm gonna get a bunch of Calm Minds and then sweep this guy's team with Store Power, just like Yang loves to do. And it's gonna be a good grand old time. All seems to be going according to plan, but you might notice that this Porygon Z here is gonna consist on using that Tri-Attack. And to me it's like, okay, that's fine, I can just Moonlight off that damage. All day, every day. But a little foreshadowing, you guys. You know what's so special about Tri-Attack? The fact that it has a 10% chance of doing one of three things. It can paralyze, it can burn, and it can freeze. So I guess in theory this is a good way to counter me, cause I'll be in here for a while, and the longer I'm in here, the more likely Murphy's Law is gonna come into play. Gotta love it when it's a 10% chance of doing one of three things and you get the worst one. Well, there goes that plan. Unless I can break out a freeze, Yang is pretty much useless. All that time setting up Calm Minds, completely pointless. All Yang can do now is be Death Fodder, so I decided to save her for Death Fodder, and I actually told the guy as I was battling him, I swear, if you get a freeze again as I swap into a fresh Pokemon, I will be mad. Although we said it's a joke, because I think the guy even told me afterwards, like, watch it not even be a freeze, watch it be a burn, which would actually be worse for Chie, and I believe we both laughed at that. As you may have guessed, I left in Chie, he swapped into Aegislash, I do nothing with Chie, so I swap out. Predicting the King's Shield, nicely enough, I do predict the King's Shield, so this turn I can just go for the Earthquake. Unfortunately not enough to take out the Aegislash, because it's defensive and all. But I have no reason to swap out, so I can just stay in an Earthquake. I don't even have to worry about going for Fire Blast, because Earthquake is an indirect move, despite being physical. My opponent thinks that Earthquake is a direct move, so that's why he's going to go for the King's Shield here. And he's going to be a little disappointed when he doesn't see my attack go down. I'm glad I don't have to risk the possibility of Fire Blast missing. So now I'll just go for Earthquake this turn, and I don't have to worry about the Aegislash anymore. Which is good, because Aegislash was the Pokemon I ran into a lot in Buffalo, and for good reason. I mean, Aegislash is a good Pokemon. I have used it before, so you guys have seen how good it can be. This Porygon Z, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to outspeed, so I might as well save Sahara for later. Now's a good time for Death Fodder! Da-da-dum! Death Fodder, always there when you need a Meat Shield to go into a free switch. Sucks that Yin had to be the one to be the Death Fodder, but we don't control who the Death Fodder is in the game of battling. We just make use of what we can get. And Chie-senpai here, I'm gonna get the Fake Out, then go for High Jump Kick, and hopefully that'll be enough to take care of the Porygon Z. Because at this point I only have Chie and Flygon, neither of them are at full health, and I'm pretty sure neither of them are fully prepared for what I have between this Pokemon and the final Pokemon on my opponent's side of the field. And here it comes, the all-deadly Popcorn! Yeah, never thought you have to worry about Popcorn, but thankfully it misses, and I get a free high jump kick in the face, and the victory is mine. Not gonna lie, because it's as clear as day. If that Tail Slap didn't miss, this battle would have completely gone the other way around. I would have been the one on the loser's chair. Unfortunately, that's how battles go sometimes. And let's not forget who got the freeze hacks. The winning side of the field got the freeze hacks. So in my personal opinion, it all balanced out. But that was still a good game. If you're somehow out there watching this battle, I'd like to thank you for having our battle. If I would have realized how long that line would have been, I would have had a couple more than I end up having. But with that out of the way, I hope you all watching this video have enjoyed the battle. If you did, I recommend liking the video. Feel free to comment below. And if you're interested in the other stuff I do on my channel, you can check it out. If you like what you see, you can even subscribe to it. So, this has been Jacob K, and I hope to see you all later. This video was bought and sold to the realms of darkness. Ooh, scary.